Hello lovelies, it's Lunar Light Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new. I am so honored to have you with me here today. So y'all saw that title, you already know what this is. This is How Would Others Describe You? I have 4 piles here in front of me, of course. Starting off with the orange candle. Here. The purple candle. The white candle, and the blue one. Get an extra good look at these. So go ahead and choose whichever color is calling out to you the most, and that will be your reading. Of course, I have the OG reading for you guys as well. That's going to be all about how do you make others feel when you give them eye contact. And that'll be a juicy one, so if you are interested, that is at the end of today's video. So I have no other announcements, so let's just go ahead and get into the reading. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with the orange pile. So I'll see you at your pile, okay? Bye-bye. Hey there, pile number 1. If you chose the orange candle, this is your reading today. I did go ahead and pre-shuffle the cards today just to shake things up. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. And I'm going to start with this first row of the Modern Witch Tarot. So how would others describe you? Others definitely describe you as someone who seems almost detached from like others. You really seem to be in your own groove, in your own vibe. I'm hearing dancers to the beat of their own drum. You also seem like someone who's really confident. And when I say detached, it's like you don't need others to stand strong. You know, you stand strong alone. I think that's very kind of evident. But first of all, in these cards, where everyone is like alone, because there are multiple tarot cards, I mean, you guys know, where there are people, multiple people inside the card, and these are all about you. So people definitely see you as being almost a little bit of a loner, but you're someone who is really close with your group of friends, okay? People see you as being intelligent here with the Queen of Swords. I'm also seeing like a great fashion sense. Some of you actually have shoe collections or like sneaker collections, and people notice that about you and they talk about that. Others have noticed that like you have made some kind of transformation in your life where you're more communicative now. Like maybe you're more talkative than you used to be. You're more outgoing, or you're really you have an opinion. You have a voice. You know, you're not really you're not scared to tell your opinion to others. You know, but you're also not like, I don't feel like you're the closest with a lot of people, and I think that's on purpose. I think you probably, people see you as someone who, you know, you save your energy for the people who matter most in your life. With the 9 of Cups, people also say that you have a lot to offer, that, you know, you're very attractive. I think I'm getting a lot of face. Like, I don't know, I think you guys serve face, like, and you have beautiful faces or handsome faces. But this is, with the 9 of Cups, this is like having so much to offer. So being intelligent, being that like really, I think really mature person as well. It just seems that you all are very stable, and you seem to have a really good support system, or just people around you who you can trust, and others are like, wow, they really keep a close-knit group of friends. With the 4 of Swords, people could describe you as someone like where they don't get to see you really in a down moment, or like in a down and out or a hardship kind of moment. You probably keep those to yourself, or like retreat when you're having a hard time. Others see you as like knowing when to rest and then when to be active. And then the Hanged One in reverse is definitely all about understanding yourself very well, having wisdom about the world. So others see you as definitely being very wise, having gone through lessons, understand things. I think people also feel like you have like a good evolution of style, like especially if people have known you for a couple of years. It's like, wow, you're always kind of like your style is changing, and people can tell that you're learning and growing, but they're kind of all doing all they're watching from afar. It's interesting. These four are the Amira's love oracle. So we have new love in reverse. This definitely tells me that there are quite a few people around who would describe you as someone that they'd like to date, but wouldn't say that you would describe them that way. You know, like people who see you as a new love, but who you don't see as a new love. We had Union too coming out in reverse. So this is just another vote for, yeah, a lot of people find you attractive. A lot of people would like to, you know, cuff ya, you know, cuffing seasons around the corner. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, a lot of people would like that. A lot of people think that you are girlfriend, boyfriend, partner material. But yeah, they don't think that you see them that way. Passion, I mean, this is another vote for that. Jesus. Yeah, a lot of people secretly hold passion towards you. People also say that you have passions that maybe are like more private, like you hide a lot of not hide necessarily is the right word, but you're private with what you really enjoy and what brings you joy, maybe to kind of preserve it. And then gifts. People can feel like you have like gifts. We did talk about speaking before as well, and you have like a couple swords cards and a couple cups cards. Like you could be good about like talking about your emotions, you know, like to the people that you could be like a good how do I say this? You explain things well, okay? I feel like you explain things well. I think there's a gift for communication here. So people say that you have gifts or that you have been really coming into gifts, okay? Now I'm going to explore this little side panel. These are the Live Tarot Divine Feminine Entrepreneurship deck. I really love this deck. And she wrote, share. Get your message out, reach more people, develop a deeper communication. Okay, deeper connection. Well, I always said communication by accident, but I don't feel that it's really coincidental because it just seems like people want you to talk more to them. They want to understand more what's going on in your head. They want to know what makes you tick. Again, you kind of have this like cool loner vibe. Like you just seem like someone who, not even really a loner, but you're very selective maybe with the people you invite around you. You know, just hang out with everybody. And people want to get to know you more though. People want you to share more on social media possibly. Maybe you don't really like upload very much or like post pictures or things like that. They're like, I wish you would like post a picture, you know? Okay, we have automate, develop ways to add passive income streams to your business. Okay, this is a business deck. I feel like it's very automatic for you to make new friends. Like even though you are someone who is selective in who they invite around them, a lot of people want to be in your energy. Okay, so when I say like adding passive income streams, to me just makes me think of like followers, like on social media platforms. Like maybe you get followers really easily. Maybe it's kind of like automatically people seem to find you and gravitate towards you. You could also be working on like adding passive income to, you know, adding more streams of passive income. People think that's really smart. And the last thing we have is contribute. So yeah, people would like to see you create a blog or, you know, start a YouTube channel or, you know, start a professional Instagram. Like they feel like you'd be really great at those things. I think we have like quite a few people here who see you as almost like a micro influencer, like in your own circle. And people are really curious about the way that you think. They're like, wow, you really tend to contribute quite a bit. Like I would like to see you on like a bigger platform even, you know? This is the kind of people who like, if there was a reality show about you, like they'd watch. So a lot of people would describe you that way, you know? You seem like an entertaining personality, even though you don't share with everyone. Mysterious is the word that I'm looking for. You're kind of mysterious, all right? Okay, this is the Believe in Your Dreams deck, and you got Phoenix. It's It's called How's That for a Happily Ever After. I am going to read from the booklet because these are brand spanking new. Hold on one second. All right, I am back with the book. Let's take a gander. You know what I'm talking about. No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this. You can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whisperings of your name. Wow, this is really powerful. And I think this is really how a lot of people kind of see you, like in your power. I love the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups coming up because you kind of have like this sweet and maybe not sour, but sweet and salty thing kind of going on. Like people understand that this personality was kind of forged from some fire, and they really respect that and enjoy it. And they would like to actually know more about you and your life and the way you think. They'd love for you to be an open book with this open book here. They feel like, and it's kind of funny, maybe you feel like in your own life you are, but this is people who are probably a little farther removed from you. Okay, now we're gonna look at protest, start a revolution. You've been looking around and noticing that the world is often unjust, but you're not sure what to do about it. Like Katniss, you need to be the first spark of your own revolution. Educate yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't forget to stand up for others, whether or not you have shared experiences. If you can speak up and do so safely, then do it. Yeah, maybe others do see you as some sort of activist. Maybe you do take part in activism. Again, the idea of being opinionated and not being apologetic or for that, is coming up. Okay, so people are seeing you as authentic, that you care about people, that you probably do follow activism in some way. Okay, love that. And the last one we have here, this deck, is Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. You're spending the majority of the time daydreaming, wondering what could have been if only things have gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. Be sure to nurture what you've been given. Okay, so I know this is about how people describe you, but I'm actually seeing this is more about the feelings of others. I feel that, again, with a lot of people wanting to kind of get into your circle, into your life, this could be more like, oh geez, like, did I even do anything to like get rejected? Is this person like doesn't like me? I feel like other people of I think other people of your gender could feel that way, like, oh my God, like people who maybe would want to be like friends with you could be like, damn, did I mess up, or things like that, or romantic interest, They could also be like, did I mess something up with them? A lot of people think back on like, what could have been with you, even though you've really just been like chilling the whole time. I am getting daydreaming though, so maybe you are someone people daydream about. You could be daydreaming, people can feel like you space out, or like you take time to yourself, But yeah, I don't think that people even know you well enough to be like, oh yeah, this person like got to fix some things. You know what I mean? It's more like them thinking this about themselves. Okay. The very last deck I'm going to use here is called... Okay, so the very last deck I'm going to use here is called the Love Oracles, Sex and Romance Inspiration from the Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful. This is going to be about how people describe you physically, because I know why y'all came on this video, So we're starting with Casanova. Stop. Literally the Casanova. So y'all are fine. I don't know. I mean, who wasn't listening to me earlier when I said that you are very attractive? I'm getting a lot of beautiful faces, okay? A lot of beautiful faces, and the vibe is really just immaculate. I don't really know what to say. It's it's very steady and like still waters run deep. Okay, let's do what this says. It says, be the flame, not the moth. Wow, so people definitely do find you attractive like a moth to a flame. Always be a free agent. Promise fidelity to all. Okay, people could feel like you are a little bit of a player, but really I think you just fuck with who you mess with. You know, you mess with who you mess with, and that's it. It's not destiny, it's opportunity. Interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people just like, they feel like it's tough to get the opportunity to get to know you. It's funny that it says it's not destiny, because I feel like if someone got the chance, you know, they'd be like, oh wow, this is like much bigger. Or this is mostly kind of destiny, because they don't really get the opportunity much, so it must be destined. That's really what I'm getting. All right, so Jackie O, oh my god, I feel like the style here is really on point. I'm getting that you could definitely be someone who dresses fairly preppy, or like dresses in like bold colors, or in a way people could see it as just iconic. I mean, Jackie O is literally iconic for this pink, what would you call this, suit? So it says, always be the first lady. I think you were just the first one in a lot of people's mind that they feel like they would like to date, like to go for. So it says, marry for love, for money, but most of all for companionship. People definitely see and like talk about how you have a close group of friends, okay? There's definitely a lot of gossip going on around you. I mean, Jackie O was heavily publicized in a ton of tabloids, you know, papers like that. So I do think there's quite a bit of talk about you, about, you know, your style, that you're attractive, the way, your personality. There's a lot, people describe you mostly by your personality. Don't just take the picture, enter it. Wow, you just are the moment, okay? That's what I'm getting from that. You are the moment. Like, you walk in the room and people are looking. You know, people turn their heads. Okay, then we have Plato. So again, with the intellectual vibes, we'll definitely describe you as someone who's very intellectual, and your intellectuality makes you very sexy, okay? At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. That is interesting. People describe you as someone who they feel like would be very deep in a relationship, you know? Like, what you would say to them when you fall in love would be so profound, they want to know. Love is simply the name for the desire and pursuit of the whole. Okay, I think this is just like people see you as deep again. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. Yeah, I think there are quite a few people who have really romanticized the idea of being in a relationship with you, and have thought to themselves that it would be like very intense and passionate. And we do have the passion card kind of outlining this one. So this makes a lot of sense to me. There are definitely quite a few people who feel like a relationship with you would be like an episode of Sex Life, you know? Like the journaling and everything. Okay. Okay. Well, not everything. But anyway, Greta Garbo, if you guys haven't watched that yet. Anyway, are you sure you wouldn't rather be alone? Again, with the alone thing, like people, yeah, others see you as someone who just doesn't need other people. You know, you just don't really need other people. Only go to the altar if you take the lead. Ooh. You have to, other people know they have to be chosen to be around you. You know, they feel like I got chosen, you know, because you take the lead in whatever you do. Marriage isn't the only way to have a partner for life. There's definitely an emphasis on like your friend group and how lucky your friend group is to be around you. You could be someone people see as even being a little bit stoic from time to time and hard to read emotionally, but they know it's because you have deep emotions, you know, that you kind of keep to yourself. And it's you know, people see that as being like respectable, you know? Yeah, definitely dressing in like some brighter colors. You could be always the one who's like slightly overdressed when you go out as well. I'm also getting hair coming through as being really attractive. Some people with straight hair, wavy hair, and curls. I'm seeing like looser curls here. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like you guys are just not afraid to play with color. You guys have some cool shoes. And people who wear makeup, the makeup is definitely being praised, okay? And your face is definitely being praised. All right, so that is what I have for y'all today. I really hope that you enjoyed the messages today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday, and if you would like a personal reading from me, all the information for that will be down in the description box below. I would love to help you out with anything you have on your noggin. And of course, I have the OG reading for you guys today. That's gonna be about how does your person feel when you two share eye contact, okay? This could be a person you have already in mind. This could be a stranger, you know, groups of people, anything you guys want, okay? It's at the OG reading, all right? So I hope you all enjoy this one, and I'll talk to you in the next one, all right? Love and light, bye-bye. Hey there, pal number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the purple candle, this is your reading, of course. I did pre-shuffle the cards today, so let's just go ahead and get into your reading. I'm starting up here with the Modern Witch Tarot, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're interested in what your messages are today. Wow. So how do people describe you? You are definitely someone people initially describe as being gorgeous, being really beautiful. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the High Priestess here. So it's like, wow. People see you as being nurturing, caring, intelligent, savvy. You may have a business. Okay. This is like you really take care of yourself as well, like not just in terms of like, you know, physically or like mentally. It's like you, well, mentally, you put yourself first in that you are always trying to self-progress. You're always trying to like self-analyze, and it's gotten you to this point of being really confident in yourself, or seeming to be very confident, okay? So people will describe you as someone who knows themselves inside and out. Then we have the Six of Cups here in reverse. To me, that says that there are quite a few people who would like to give you attention or like to give you a cup of emotion, but there are much fewer people who you give it back to. So I think that you're, you know, you can be pretty selective with the people you like have around you, like you have a small friend group, things like that. Others could also describe you as someone who's not a heartbreaker, but like is hard to get, you know, not plays hard to get, but it's actually hard to get. And we have the Ace of Pentacles here, so it's like a lot of people see you as an opportunity. They understand that you need to see them in the same light to kind of make things pop off, you know. But yeah, you're definitely coming in as someone who's really strong, a lot of feminine energy here, a lot of intelligence. Some of you could own like businesses or have an online presence, and people are definitely looking at that, okay? Now looking on to the Mira's Love Oracle, we have the Courting Man. So to me, this definitely says that you have quite a few people around you who find you attractive, who want to date you, who want to take you out on a date. This could be, I'm actually hearing that this could be a sign that someone will ask you on a date soon. I'm also getting, okay, it's funny because you have this work card over here. This person's like wearing a suit. I feel like one of your coworkers could find you attractive, possibly like be talking about you, you know, describing you to other people. Okay, past life in reverse. I'm getting that I've known you before kind of feeling. So you give people that like, wow, I feel like I've known you before. I feel this couldn't be the first time that we've connected. And I really think it's just because you are like a pretty like open person. Your personality is probably, you know, you don't have to be bubbly, but like I think there's like an effervescence. There's a vibrance to you that's kind of just naturally like pulsates. And we have the Spiritual Growth card in reverse. I think that you've done a lot of spiritual growth. This already kind of came up earlier with the Empress and the High Priestess. And this whole combo over here definitely tells me that you've been doing a lot of inner work. And other people definitely notice that and describe that as a personality trait about you. Like, wow, this person is really healed. This person, like, you know, you won't get into any karma around them or whatever. It's like people feel really safe around you, and also they recognize you've done a lot of soul work. All right, people know what that is. Otherwise, people just feel the vibes. You know, they feel the vibes. Anyway, we have work and also friendship. So, I think people think that you balance work and friendship really well. Maybe your coworkers really like you. You could be someone who's like well liked where you work or go to school. I'm also hearing popular, so you could actually be like someone who's kind of popular. I'm definitely getting that your coworkers or like schoolmates could have crushes on you. And people think you are a really good friend. Like you balance like your social life and friendship really well. I think that your friends are like happy to call you their friend, all of that. So let's go ahead and move on to these side Live Tarot Divine Feminine Entrepreneurship deck cards. And this one says broadcast. Develop your unique voice and get your message out to your ideal audience. Consider starting a podcast or radio show. People really want to hear what you have to say. People definitely take you as someone who has interesting and really valuable things to say. I'm also hearing that people could say that your voice is really attractive, really sexy. You have a unique voice. And when you speak, people do listen. Okay? Publish, start that book you always wanted to write, get in touch, get your message out and touch people's lives. People definitely speak about how what you talk about has actually impacted them and you've possibly helped some people. Maybe you have more impact in your community than you really even realize. Maybe you're someone who likes to talk about, social issues or you talk about your own life and it helps people. People actually talk about, wow, this person has a message and like maybe they should write a book. Maybe they should have a podcast. Like I would listen to them. Then you have advertise. Get the word out about your business strategy. Seriously, with advertise, like y'all are definitely popular. Like that's dead ass. Y'all are popular. I feel that there are people who are singing your praises, going over to others and be like, wow, have you met so and so yet? Like they are so fantastic. Have you had Purple Candle yet? I love them. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. And I am going to read the definitions to you guys. These are kind of new. All right, so we have 13, which says, Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far and you should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but proof you can survive anything. Wow, I love that. And the focus in this depiction is not necessarily on this person's scars. It's on the fun time they're having. It's on the lovely day that's going on. It's like you bring this really great, calm energy, this understanding and accepting energy where you go. I think there's also like this fun and like vibrance to you. This person has like their hair dyed, like all cool colors. So it's like people can tell that the cool vibe you give off has come from having to earn your stripes, But they're like, wow, this person's so mature. That's really the vibe that I'm getting. Is people are like, wow, you are really mature. You're really smart. You just get it. All right. Then we have confidence. It comes with time and practice. So again, you are confident. It seems like everywhere around you, people are chattering about how confident they are, chattering about how confident you are. But just how freeing it feels. You wish you could relate to them, but you haven't gotten there yet. Listen, it's all right. Confidence is not instant or overnight evolution. Just like with everything else, it takes time, practice, and a lot of unlearning of toxicity. So people can tell that you've done this, and when they describe you, they're like, wow, I wish I could be as confident as Purple Candle. Like, they're so in their element. It obviously has taken time and like probably practice, but they make it look really effortless. So you do inspire people to be more confident too. That is lovely. Okay, and then the last card for this deck is Feast, Slow Down and Celebrate Yourself. It says, sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. I think the only thing is that people feel that you don't take enough breaks. I do feel like this is about you. Maybe they feel like you don't take enough breaks, or that you don't maybe like celebrate all the good things that you have going on for you, or that you're kind of private and that maybe you don't like share all the good things you have going on for you. It's like maybe they can tell, people can tell, like, oh, you know, I heard you went out someplace but you didn't post about it. Like, I wanted to see what your post would be. Or, you know, I mean, they would describe you as someone who is like humble, you know? Someone who's humble. And they like only take one slice of their cake, you know? Okay. So down here, we have the Love Oracles, Sex and Romance Inspiration from the Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful. That is the name of this deck. And these are about how people would describe you physically, okay? So, I mean, we're starting off strong. We got George Clooney. Are you serious? You guys are hot. What else do I have to say, okay? I don't really think I have to say anything else. You're gonna age well. You've been aging well. I'm also hearing like fine like wine, like you get finer with time. And that all rhymed. So you know it's true. Okay, if you commit the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. Again, with you being humble, definitely people do say that you are humble, and that you've been, you know, you have like really great energy. Perfect heist aside, intelligence is the sexiest attribute. That's literally straight up, okay? People think your intelligence is super sexy. Once you've shared your personal life, it's not personal. Oof. This is on point today. I just feel like you guys are definitely ones to not share everything, probably on social media, or even to like people who can be, you know, close to you, who you consider to be close to you. You're like, I'm a, you know, get through this by myself. Even though people would like to support you, that's fine. But you're like, well, let's share. It's not personal. All right, Queen Victoria. Second card about how they would describe you. I would venture to warn against too great intimacy with artists, as it is very seductive and a little dangerous. Wow, there are definitely people who would be like, oh wow, they're so sexy. I'm like a little nervous to get involved with them though. Like, I wonder if they're a little dangerous, or like, I wonder what's under that like fantastic appearance. You know, people always like, oh, there's gotta be something under there, but like, you're just great all around. But yeah, wow, they're like, oh, you could be a little dangerous. No girl would go to the altar if she knew all. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. The important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. Ooh, okay, another vote for selectivity coming in. People think that you are just not so easy to get, you know? Like, not that you play hard to get, you actually are hard to get. So again, no girl would go to the altar if she knew it all. Like, you're just not that easy to cuff. You're not that easy to get into a relationship with. But there are lots of people who would like to. I'm also seeing that people do fantasize about like long-term relationship with you, you know, getting married, having kids with you. People do fantasize about that for sure. For sure. You could have brown hair. Some people would have like gray hair, salt and pepper. Red's also coming through, because we have Joan of Arc. At least in this depiction, yes, she has red hair. Only settle for eternity. Love and faith will defeat violence. Be not afraid of fire and arrows or anything that may come. So there's definitely this strength here that is really being communicated. It's a gentle strength, you know. Like, you're not overbearing about, I'm strong, you know. You're just kind of, you have like a natural calmness that people are like, wow, like, how did you cultivate that? It definitely feels like you're not afraid of many things. Like, it does. For people, they're like, yeah, this definitely comes from some kind of like spiritual evolution. And once again, that people feel like they could share past lives with you. There are a couple people who might feel this way. Or that they could have like been married to you in a past life. They might not tell you that though. And people think that you're very strong and sexy, you know? Great mix. And this is Gala Dali. Everything in love is invention. Create soar over the ordinary. It is by being in the shallow that one emits the most shadow, that one emits the most light. Be immortal rather than available. There's definitely a huge like creativity is kind of coming in here. People do see you as being very creative. You could be an artist of some kind. I'm also seeing like foodies, like some people who like to cook, and like cook a food is your art. People say that your lips are very attractive. If you have like facial hair, or for some of you, you know, yeah, people find that to be very attractive. People know that you like the finer things in life as well. You have this candles on lobster going on here. But yeah, people see you as being like very creative, and also someone who's like found a lot of light by going through their shadows, okay? Long hair is coming through as well. Long hair and very short hair. If you have very short hair or very long hair, people like that. There's something about like being a little bit like different in some way. And you could be maybe like older than maybe some of your love interests, and they're also interested in that. Okay, that is what I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Anything that is on your noggin, go ahead and look in my description box down below. And that is where I have my services link that'll explain everything about a reading with me. Furthermore, I have the OG reading for y'all today. It's going to be all about how does that person feel when you make eye contact with them. Ooh, it could be about one person, it could be about a group, a stranger, you know, anything. So go ahead over there, and that will be the topic for that. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, love and light. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the white candle, this is your reading, of course. Let's go ahead and get into it. I did pre-shuffle the cards today, just mixing things up. So let's go ahead and start with the Modern Witch Tarot over here. If you're excited for your messages, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And let's get started with how people would describe you. All right. The first phrase that I was definitely getting is life of the party, okay? You are someone who probably has quite a few friends, you're probably in quite a few friend groups, someone who people are, you know, really excited to hang out with and to see. I think you have like a really great vibe. You're probably the one who gives a lot of like advice to your friends as well. People are saying that you have great advice, you're really mature, you're really knowledgeable. You're kind of like a mentor for people without even necessarily thinking about it. And some of the things that you say to people with the tower here are really on point and really almost shocking, to the point where they're like, whoa, I had an epiphany by just talking to you. So you definitely have a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that you tend to give to other people. People definitely know you for that. They know you because you're fun and you seem really wise. In the Lovers in reverse, it kind of seems to me that other people would say that you're not that interested in romance right now. Even though there are definitely people who would like to court you. We have the Fool in reverse also. I think it's that people can see that you're having fun by yourself, or you're having fun also being single, or if you're already in a relationship, you're not, you know, like you're very content, you know, you're doing your thing. But yeah, it seems like you're spoken for, whether it's by yourself right now or with somebody else. But yeah, others would say like, wow, you know, like they seem to be doing really, really well. They always seem to be so happy and like out and having fun. I think we'll see you as almost a little bit of like a socialite. Like you were always out and about. Let's check out the Amira's Love Oracle. This is the Twin Flame card. So I was already sensing that you make connections instantly. People see you as like a part of their spiritual path. Like upon meeting you, you could say something to them and it'll sound like prophetic to them, and they'll be like, oh my god, was I meant to meet you today? You're like, I don't know, it's like Tuesday. it's just a regular day, hun. But to them, it was a really profound moment, you know? You definitely have a lot of wisdom, and the way that you kind of share makes people get attached really quickly. You also have the Destiny card. So I'm serious. People are like, oh my gosh, like, it's destiny that I met White Candle. Like, they're just so spiritually in tune, and they're so gracious and, you know, aware of the world. I don't know. I just feel like you're a really great balance between like fun and also being able to give advice and kind of being like a mentor figure towards people. Okay, you also have Ice King. But yeah, when it comes to dating, I feel like you're not so interested. Okay, so maybe you're icy towards other suitors. Again, maybe you are already in a relationship and you're like, why would I be interested in other people? So there's that. But there's definitely an iciness possibly towards people who like want to like approach you. That could be involuntary. That happens too. When you're like so used to curving people that you like accidentally curve people. But there's definitely a little ice. There's definitely a little cold shoulder going on when you go out to the bar, stuff like that. It's not a bad thing, you know. People are like, damn, who's that ice queen? Who's that ice king? You know, I guess royalty out here. Anyway, we got True Gem. But this is really how people see you, as someone whose character has been defined through pressures, you know. Gems are made under pressure. And they don't crack, they become finer, you know? So it's like, wow, people have seen that you've, you know, the advice you give, it's like, wow, you've gone through some things and you're still such a fun, incredible person. You shine so bright. I don't think you're the one to like give advice like all the time. But people would definitely come to you and be like, wow, what do you think about this? Because they know that you're a knowledgeable person, you know? Okay, let's check out the Liv Tarot. This is to the side here. This is her Divine Feminine Entrepreneurship deck. It's awesome. And this one says align. Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create. Period. I mean, this is literally what people think about you, is that you are aligned. And then you also help them make sense of their own puzzle pieces, you know, with these puzzle pieces here. So people say like you stay in alignment, that you don't let people disturb your peace. You're always out having fun. It's like if they see you on social media, you're always having a good time. You're always smiling, you know. Or when they see you in person, you always seem like you're like really gracious. You also have appreciate. Practice gratitude as a part of your sacred daily ritual. Feeling deep appreciation for your blessings manifests more abundance and joy. I said gracious, not even just like I said a few seconds ago, but also earlier in the reading. And that is just energy I'm getting. It's definitely like people think that you are very gracious. You're very kind, you know? People appreciate you being around. They feel like you appreciate them. Then we've got transition. It says changes are coming that require you to shift into new ways of thinking and doing business. Don't resist, embrace the changes. So people definitely describe you as someone who is go with the flow, someone who does embrace change in their own life. And maybe you've even talked to others about how to embrace change in their life, how to transition into different phases. But yeah, other people could see that you develop into a better and better person over time. Okay, you can also be someone who likes to change their hair, change like features about themselves, and kind of like evolve their style as a reflection of like who you are at the moment. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. Yeah, over here, and we're starting with red. I am going to read these from the booklet so you don't miss any messages. All right, red says forgive. You've been holding a grudge against somebody in your life. Maybe it's a loved one or maybe it's yourself. This isn't a card telling you that you must learn to practice forgiveness. No, forgive them on your own terms if and when you feel ready to do so. This is simply a nudge for you to consider whether that time is the present. Don't let forgiveness feel like an obligation, but like a shiny red hope that gets you through the sleepless late nights. Wow. And this is the kind of energy that you come and you like mentor with, you know? I think it's really like peer to peer. You understand emotions. You're probably someone who's very emotionally intelligent. This is what people would say about you, is that like be around you is kind of therapeutic, or that you know how to make someone feel better, and you do it in this such an accepting way, you know? Make people feel comfortable as well. Okay, so the next card we have here is Morning. The world awaits you, and that is 40. It says, you've been alive, sure. You've been waking up, doing what you need to do to get through your day, going back to sleep, repeat. Have you been living though? Truly living? I think you need to hear this now more than ever. Your life is incredibly precious. Out there, the world awaits you. Now is the time to make good moments and learn to treasure them as they come. I do feel like you're one to really treasure moments, because you have the Three of Cups here. Like, people see you as kind of life at the party, that you're always, like, I think you are all about carpe diem, you know, you're gonna seize the day. And you help people get back into the energy. Maybe sometimes, like, you have to realign with that yourself, but I think there's definitely a seeking passion in daily life. You know, ideally we're gonna have some kind of joy every day, you know, and I think that you look for that joy in every day. And then Garden, something lovely will grow from this. Wow. Either we sit around and dwell on our pain, or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it's the time for the next chapter of your life. Do the thing you feel you need to do most in order to aid your healing, even if it feels selfish. Sometimes it needs to be a little selfish in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you for now. Yeah, I do feel that you probably even inadvertently coach people to make the most out of difficult times in their life. You're probably always helping people see the lesson in whatever they've gone through. You're probably helping people see the silver lining, or just thinking of, like, I don't know, you have like a positive spin on things, okay? You're a very positive person. That's what it seems here. But also have this like edge of like seriousness and realistic, you know, realistic practicality. People are like, wow, I really need to listen to you. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up now with these cards. These are the Love Oracle, Sex and Romance Inspiration from the Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful. That's the name. And we're gonna go ahead and get what people like about you physically, or how do you describe you physically, okay? Well, first we have Marie Antoinette. She's surrounded by these huge cakes. I have to say, people definitely say that you're sweet, okay? People think that you're sweet. You are kind of coy, even. You have like a warm, welcoming presence. Like, Marie looks very warm here, but she's still not giving away too much. She's kind of like, you're invited, you're welcome. You can have some cake, you know, sit on down. This one says, be the dessert, not the entree. Okay, let's keep going. No man is worth losing your head over. See all, hear all, love all, forget all. Wow, there's just this like energy of like you really like live life in the moment. I think that's how people would describe you. You live life in the moment, you have fun, you don't take things too seriously. And that kind of makes you this dessert energy. Like, people love to see you. Like, it's an extra special treat to see you, to be able to hang out with you. Okay, we have Matahari. How they describe you physically, I mean, people will say that you're very attractive, all right? People say that you like dress well, or that you have a way of accentuating your features that is super attractive. This one says, always be ready for the performance of your life. Seduction is the most powerful currency, and your true friends see through your disguises. So seriously, people do find you to be really sexy. There's actually quite a few people who have their scopes on you, so to say. Yeah, people think that you are very seductive just by kind of sitting there. I think it's the way you carry yourself, the way you sit, the way you talk, and kind of flow. You know, it's like you're always ready to be photographed, you're always ready to be videoed, you're always ready, like, you know, for a chat. I don't know, you just seem that way, you know? You seem like someone who's like photo ready. We have Rihanna. I mean, come on, you guys are fine. You guys are so super fine. And once getting like a great use of accessories, really great fashion sense. Someone either has like very light, like platinum blonde hair, or like very dark hair. Okay, so you could even have like a split dye going on. This one says, the badder you are, the better it is. Sometimes you have to stick it out through the storm, and you have to be strong to let yourself be weak. Yeah, it's just this, wow, there's a lot of strength that really comes from you, but it's a quiet strength. You know, you definitely know Rihanna is strong. Like, it's in her brand, but it's not the first thing her brand will talk about, you know, but it's the undercurrent of like pretty much everything that she does. You know, she's strong, and you know, she's looking out for other people. So it's really interesting. Yeah, you could have a little bit of a wild side to you, and people kind of see that as like a natural manifestation of how like of how strong you are and how much you can take. You know, of course you have a wild side because like you're so strong, you can just put yourself in any situation. People kind of think that. They're like, wow, you're cool, you know, like, you can hang. So why not have a wild side, you know? Okay, then we have Joan Collins. Stop it, because she's holding her book, I'm assuming, which says star quality. So absolutely, there's definitely a star quality to you. This one says beauty is power, so use it rather than lose it. Age is just a number, irrelevant unless it's a vintage wine. And everyone is a potential character for a novel. You definitely live life as the main character. Sorry, like you do. Of your own life, at least, you know? Of course, of your own life. Anyway, age is just a number. There could be kind of a lot of people who are interested in you, whether they're younger than you or older than you. People are definitely saying they like your makeup skills, that you're very like creative if you wear makeup, or you're creative in general. Like maybe you like to bake, maybe you are you could be into like some kind of performance art for some of you. Getting colored eyes as well. People think your eyes are really beautiful. Some of you have tattoos, definitely. And there are a lot of people who are interested in you. Okay, the very last thing was that actually an extra card came out for you when I pulled these love oracles, and it's Hugh Hefner. The influence that you have is on 10, and people are gravitating towards you because of it. Okay. Not just influence, but I feel this is also attractiveness. Like, as attractive as a Playboy bunny, as influential as Hugh Hefner, you guys have really great energy, okay? Anyway, so that is what I have for y'all today. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday. If you would like to get a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Go ahead and look in my description box down below, and that is where I will have my services link, and that'll explain everything about a reading with me. Furthermore, I have the OG reading for you guys. It's gonna be the end of the video, of course, and it's all about how do you make them feel when you make eye contact with them. Okay, this could be about your person, this could be about like strangers, groups of people, anything y'all want. So it's at the OG reading at the end of the video. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, love and light. Bye-bye. Hey there, pile number 4. If you chose the blue candle, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. I did pre-shuffle the cards today, just mixing it up for ya. So let's go up to the top row here, and I'm starting with the Modern Witch Tarot. If you're excited for your messages, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and start how people describe you. All right, we're starting with the Judgment card, which definitely says that people describe you as having a good sense of judgment. You know, you make maybe even quick decisions. Maybe you're someone who is like very decisive, or you also have like a good sense of discernment, okay, with character. You're able to like discern people's character pretty easily. People like that. People also see you as someone who's like very like gracious and kind, and someone who is accepting. It's not just that, you know, you notice character right away and you're disgusted by it. It's like you get along a lot of times with people. you know. We also have the Knight of Cups. So people do describe you as someone they want to date, someone they want to ask out. Like, oh, have you seen Blue Candle lately? They're looking fine. I'm thinking about asking them out on a date. But they're definitely kind of nervous that you're not feeling the same way about them. With the Two of Cups in reverse, you may just be someone who like doesn't do so much dating at the moment, or seems like you're occupied by somebody else. You could literally be in another relationship, or maybe you're just really self-focused right now because people feel that they can't exactly like get to you in that sort of sense. Or maybe you're casually dating and you don't want a relationship at the moment. Okay, we have Queen of Wands. People definitely describe you as someone who is hot, hot, hot. I mean, the Queen is the hottest Queen in the deck, the Queen of Wands. Someone who's also pretty intuitive and creative. People could, there could be people who know about like your spirituality even, or, you know, what religions you believe in. They feel like, ooh, like you're, like, I don't know, you have some, they feel like your intuition may be on point, things like that. We have this black cat here, so this kind of leads me to believe like, if you've ever talked about occult activities, like people believe you, and they also think that it's but people don't like are nervous about you though. They feel like it adds to your essence of like power. Then we have the Chariot. So this is all about forward movement. So a lot of people would describe you as someone who's a go-getter, someone who knows what direction they want to go in life, you know, and you have a lot of ambition. Okay, moving on to the Amira's Love Oracle. There's True Love. So literally people are saying like, wow, I really would like to date Blue Candle. They are so amazing. I think a lot of people recognize that you have a lot of heart. You're a very kind person. I'm getting like a very sweet vibe, but you just don't share it with everybody. You have communication, and I think you're maybe not the best texter or maybe communicator. Maybe not someone who like gets back to like everybody. You kind of reserve a lot of your energy for the people who you already know and enjoy. You know, I don't think you're out here trying to give everybody a chance. I'm hearing Drake, new friends. I'm not gonna sing it for you guys. You know how it goes. But anyway, yeah. New friends with Drake. I feel like no new friends. No. Okay, gossip. People are definitely gossiping about how they want to get with you, how attractive you are. This is coming about under the Queen of Wands. So I'm thinking about, yeah, they're saying how attractive you are. This is almost so like people describe you as the person when you walk into the room, people's head turn, you know? People say that, oh, like they're a head turner. It's kind of interesting. I'm definitely hearing that. And then obstacles. This is funny because it's coming out under the Chariot and also kind of the Queen of Wands. So it's almost like people would say that your ambition and like what you want to strive for in yourself and how confident you are is almost an obstacle for them to like get with you. But you don't want those people anyway. Like, doesn't make much sense. But yeah, they're like, wow, like they're so motivated. It's like an obstacle for me. I think it depends, because some of you are just not interested in romance right now, and like that's possibly the obstacle. All right, let's look over here, and these are the Divine Feminine Entrepreneurship cards by Liv Tarot. First one here is Rejuvenate. It says, relax. Business can be exhausting. Give yourself time to nourish your body and refresh your spirit with a deep sense of well-being. People would describe you as someone who works super hard, okay? If you are a little bit of a workaholic, you put in a lot of effort towards your goals. People definitely think that, you know, you take a break, you know? They're like, you should take a break. Manage. I mean, look at these clocks. People definitely think that you manage your time wisely. That's the first sentence here, actually. And people want to, like, spend more time with you, is also what I'm getting. People also feel like you're the kind of person who manages a conversation well. And I just don't mean like being well-spoken or like you have, I don't know, you very easy to talk to. But I also mean that if someone is like real slick and they try and say something to you, you manage that. Like you manage it the way a manager would. A good one, you know? So that's just funny. Yeah, you're a good manager. You can like handle people and like handle yourself. And then also transform. I love this picture because the breakthrough is leading the arrow to success. It's true. If you want to have a breakthrough, sometimes you got to break down. But if you want to break through your internal blocks and stop struggling, you have to do things differently than what you've been doing so far. You could be inspiring people to do things differently, or other people could feel like, man, I wish that like they would be more open to like love or maybe to this certain person, you know? They're like, I could transform you. I could transform you. Like, that Beyonce song. Okay, someone definitely feels that they will be really good for you, but they feel like you're not interested in them. Okay, do it that way you will. Anyway, so let's move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. I'm starting off with Clover here, and it says release your guilt. I will be reading from the booklet here. Speak all the messages. Okay. You've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. Okay. You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make reparations or release yourself from the cage you built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first road leads back to the second. Oh, wow, this is interesting. People who like know you well, I don't think this is how they would describe you, but could be some ways of thinking that I think people sometimes think you should release whatever is maybe holding you back from letting more people into your life. I feel like that could be something for some of you. That doesn't resonate, no worries. Maybe there are other cards. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But yeah, there could be some kind of old events that could have transpired that made it difficult for you to open up again to people, or even to like romantic interests. And people would love if you would think about it the way they can come towards you like more. They're like, you're such a fantastic person. I don't want this to be what would block us. So that's interesting. Somebody's moving through there. We have 36 gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair. Okay. That's so funny. That could be, okay, I know I'm pausing. It's funny because we're getting this energy that's like, I can come in and transform you, like, release your guilt. And then there's also this message of someone's trying to convince you that you're broken. So that is interesting. Y'all do your thing. Do your thing. Okay. Okay. Someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no, thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. That is interesting. Yeah, there's some people coming through who like, okay, a lot of people want to get with you, right? Like a lot of people are interested in you. And it's like, some people will say, man, I wish they would like, I feel like they're interested in love maybe, but they don't want to let themselves think that. So some they would say, other people feel like, oh, they haven't been with me yet. So I can, I'll make them interested in love. So it's kind of two different perspectives on that. That's how people would say, people who are interested in you. Does that make sense? Like, I'll fix you versus like, I hope they were open soon, Okay. All right. Last, until we got these, of course. Then we got stars. You can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write in a daily manifestation journal. Cast a small or large spell. The universe is waiting for you to give exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. Wow, that's gorgeous. I like this kind of any message for this section because people would describe you as someone who can get anything they want. People like get anything that you wish of, and that your wishes are like really beautiful, and that you want like really fantastic things for yourself and other people. So yeah, that's really interesting. People really do like believe in you and kind of think that you're very dreamy, you know? Okay. Now, lastly, we're going to get what people say about your physicality with the Love Oracles Sex and Romance Inspiration from the Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful deck. Yes, that's a mouthful. Yes, that's one name. Okay, let's move on. We've got Jay-Z. All right. Okay, it's funny we got Jay-Z because Beyonce is also here. I'm just going to jump into this because we've also got Gainsbourg. And it's just funny to me because we have two butts in a row, okay? Not only butts here, but also, I just noticed this, more butts over here, all right? So who has a fantastic butt, all right? I think it's all of you. That's what's happening here because we have 3 out of 4 cards that are booty first, okay? So people are definitely describing you, then saying they have a great butt. Okay, so congrats on that. All right, this Jay-Z says, avoid one-off deals or else make sure they're really worth it. The right partner is the one who can match you and then some. And who's gonna help you run this show tonight? Yeah, people would say that it's like, oh, I think other people know that there's a line. People are kind of into you. You may not feel that there's a lot of people around you who are interested in you, but literally there's gossip about it, you know? Like they're like, wow, people are really into this person, or like, wow, I'm finding you really attractive. They know that it's not just them feeling that way. They feel like they have to, you only accept the right partner. You only accept someone who's gonna match you and then some, okay? So that could be why your DMs could be dry, because some people feel like they can't match you and then some. Okay, on to Sergey. Beauty is the promise of happiness and a guarantee of despair. When I leave, you shall have no kisses left. To love, you must ignore the difference between pleasure and pain. To me, this is people think about getting with you, but also like they think you might break their heart, okay, and that they'd be really sad afterwards. And I also feel like your beauty could be a guarantee of despair because you want so much, you know, you want much for yourself, and you're working to get that, you know, and not everyone feels like they can deliver. And my lips are coming through as well. People really love your lips. I feel like I have really gorgeous lips. I'm also hearing that have you posted like pictures of maybe like bikinis or like bathing suits, because we have both these people kind of in these leotard type things. Some of you could be on like a swim team or something, I don't know. People could find that like attractive, or they like talking about that, like that picture, or like, oh my god, have you seen that recent pic, something like that. If you've met people in church, you're part of a church group, these people think, especially if the people around your age, they think that you are cute, you know. All right, yeah, Bianca Del Rio. A unicorn is a horse with extra potential. True love is clearly illegal in most states. Everyone needs that special someone who can stroke your hair while you cough your head into the toilet. You're someone who is, you know, a lot of people feel that you are very special. You know, you have this amazing potential, and also this a really great potential for friendship, okay? I think a lot of people who would view you as a friend would think that you're going to be a really great one. You're someone who's like a lot of fun, and, you know, you're just good vibes with great, I think like you maybe have interesting sense of fashion, okay? Maybe you are a little bit like alternative in some ways, or this could just be like, even for some of you, this could be hyper femininity. It's funny how that's becoming alternative these days. What else? People just think you're very like romantic, like they love to romance you. All right, lastly we have Yoko Ono. Yes is always the answer. Love is performance art that takes place among the clouds. That's pretty. Love is not a dream. You can remember it if you want to. It's coming out as the last card because I feel like this is more about people who would know you and how they would describe you. It's like, you know, you have a persona, of course, but you're also someone who like feels things really deeply, and someone who enjoys you. Like, you look for the joy in life, you know. And I think you really probably like love life. And you're probably a very deep person, okay? That's what people would say. You're like a very deep person, and you just bring all this like great energy, and you kind of just notice people. It's not even really that you are like scoping everybody out and like you happen to like know all these things. It's like you're very perceptive and intuitive, and you're able to just like pick up on a vibe and match it and have fun. So people really like you a lot. All right, pile number 4, that is how others would describe you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday, and if you would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Go ahead and look in my description box down below, and that is where I have my services link that'll explain everything about a reading with me. Furthermore, I have the OG reading for you guys. Come in just a few seconds. If you're already here, you know you want to watch it. It's all about how do you make others feel when you make eye contact with them. Okay, so it could be about one person, it could be about strangers, it could be about a group in general. When you make eye contact with people, how do they feel? Okay, so you can pick your scenario, of course. And that is coming up just a few seconds. So if you were interested, you know. Yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one, though. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I will, yeah, see you next time. All right, love and light. Bye-bye. Hello, my OGs who stayed to the very end of the video. I'm so happy to have you all here today. So this reading is, of course, how do you make others feel when you make eye contact with them? We're going to get the tea right now because I don't have any announcements. Let's just go ahead and hop into it. How do you make them feel when you make eye contact with them? Ooh, how do you make people feel when you make eye contact with them? It's definitely a little bit of a rush, okay? Oh my God, we're getting all major arcana so far. Okay, it's definitely a rush. You have the kind of look that like makes people re-examine themselves. Like if you've ever stared at somebody like in the peak of the pandemic, I'm sorry, I know. If you ever like glared at someone who didn't have their mask on, I'm sorry, I'm not sure who's out there, but if you've ever done that, it's kind of like that kind of look, and they feel it. I don't know. You could give some people like a side eye sometimes. They definitely feel that. But other than that, it's like, people are really seeing you as definitely someone who's like very attractive. There are even some like dirty thoughts coming up. Okay, how do people feel when you make eye contact with them? There's also like, people feel like you are expressing truth, but it's hard to read you at the same time. The Empress. So some people do die a little bit when they look in your eye. They're like, oh my God, you're really attractive. There's definitely that going on. And others of you, it's just like you have this like this self-assured vibe, you know? All right, how do people feel when they look in your eyes? And the last one. It's quite interesting. All right, the Devil with the 5 of Wands in reverse. There's definitely like a naughty thought that could come up, but people quickly suppress that. They're like, no, I didn't think that. But they're definitely like, ooh, I want them in my bed tonight. Like, I wonder what they would look like naked. That's coming through, but they're like, oh my God, I would never think that. But it came up, they thought it. Some people think that you're like a work of art. Sometimes a lot of people think that your features are very interesting and like unique. You could have like uniquely colored eyes. People are like, whoa, that's really interesting. You also are someone who has like a kind of a piercing gaze. So it's like really deep when you kind of look someone in the eye, and it can make them feel really connected to you, you know, like really emotionally connected to you, just to look you in the eyes. Others feel like they can like see your truth in your eyes. I don't know why I'm getting that kind of phrasing, but like see your truth, like if you've, I don't know, it's almost like you can see someone's soul a little bit by looking into their eyes. That's what I'm getting here. And people want to take care of you. People feel like you are like a loving personality. High Priestess in reverse too. It's like you don't give away too much. People think that you definitely don't give away too much, and that you're very stable. Okay, so that's kind of how they feel about you. And look into your eyes. Okay, what else have we got here? Yeah, these are very, when they're coming up in reverse like this, these are like very quick thoughts that they don't really like linger on. It's like you're somewhat gifted, or you have like gifted with like beauty or brains, or both. That they would like to date you. People definitely think that people get attached to you quickly, or that you must have multiple people trying to get at you. It's like the way that you look at people. Some of you like to wink. Some of you are some winkers, and you're turning people on, okay? Be careful. I'm just kind of be careful, but like, you know what I mean. Not be careful. I mean that, oh my God, people are like, oh my God, I can't, you're making people feel things, okay? Be careful with that laser gun you got, your winks. Okay. True gem. People really, they get a sense of who you are just for looking into your eyes, and they feel like you must be a good person. Let me go ahead and grab the book for this as well. I'm just gonna get 2 of these Believe in Your Own Magic cards. What do people think of my OGs when they look them? How do you make them feel? Sorry. How do you make people feel when you look them in the eye? How do you make people feel? My OGs look them. Okay. So you get 2. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. It's actually 3, so. Last one. How do my OGs make people feel? Okay. Oh my goodness. They just keep giving me like 3s. Please just 1. Thank you. Okay. Feast. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I'm hearing feast for the eyes. I mean, most definitely. So very, coming through is very attractive, very like, you know, it's like seductive energy. All right. Lioness says, you've earned all your stripes. Sometimes, naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far, and you should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you endure in the past, but as proof you can survive anything. I really like this. This is just like a little like sneak peek kind of into who you are. Like people feel like you, with this true gem in reverse, like they know that you're someone who has a really great character, you know? So they can't possibly know every like thing that happened to make that true, but there's definitely feeling like, wow, this person is like really good, and I bet there's like a reasoning as to why that is. Yeah, people definitely look into your eyes and they think that they're pretty sparkly. They're very like beautiful and interesting. Then we have Feast. It says, slow down and celebrate yourself. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. I'm getting less from the message here, and I'm actually just getting more from the picture for this one. They have this regalness for sure, okay? And it's almost like people want to indulge in your energy. Some people would love to indulge in a night with you, you know? You make people want to like take you out for like drinks and dinner. I don't know. It's like the vibe is really great, and people want to celebrate life with you. People want to celebrate like being around you, being in your presence. Okay, I like that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you're an OG, you know, subscribed, it just like doesn't really make much sense, you know, like click the subscribe button. That'd be cool. I mean, if you wanted to, it's no problem, it's no pressure. But that makes sense. And I hope you enjoyed this one. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. All right, lots of love and light. Bye bye.